Welcome back, everyone. Alright, so let's go ahead. In this tutorial, we'll make a martini glass. Now, let's go ahead and let's push X to delete, create cylinder, and if you want to, we can make this twice. If we're going to do this for something more like a render or a movie or something like that, let's go and let's make it 64 here. Okay, it's going to be a bit too many vertices for a simple wine glass for a game, but you get the idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tab into edit mode, and I'm going to select the, actually before we do that, we'll scale it down first, kind of scale it down, and we'll scale the whole thing down at the end. Tab into edit mode, and what we'll do is we will simply extrude, scale it in. So that's a bit too much. Scale that in a bit more. Extrude, scale that in. Extrude, scale it in. Extrude, scale it in. Yeah, it's looking like a pretty good vase here. And then I'm just going to put extrude, right click, and I'm going to scale that all the way into the top here. Okay, extrude, and now we have our simple. We have our little base here, and I'm just going to actually scale this out just a bit. Because oftentimes, if you look at glasses, specifically, in this case it's martini glasses, and I did this on purpose because it's going to be really easy to do. A wine glass is a little bit more complicated. Okay, so we have a, if you look at this here, sometimes glasses do this, and it's more for a support thing than anything. So I'm going to push extrude, and sometimes what I like to do is I'm just going to zoom in here, is I like to do one extra segment before I do the big extrude here. So I'm going to extrude here like this, and I'm going to simply scale it out. And voila, we have our martini glass. But before we even do that, I'm just going to put extrude. I'm just going to give it just one little extra rim there. And that sometimes that does make the difference. If this was a game, I would not do that. So what we'll do is we will delete that face, okay? And let's hop into edge select, right click with holding the alt down to do this, to do the edge select, extrude, right click, scale it in, and go probably make it pretty small here. I'm going to push face, and I'm just going to simply move it down until and make it as much as we can. So here we go. We have this nice glass, this nice martini glass. You can push 3, 1. You can see how it looks. I think this is pretty cool. It's a bit too many vertices for a game, but it does look pretty cool. Let's go ahead and let's add in a subdivision surface modifier. And if we, let's say, add in a couple, you can, or 4, and let's just push apply here. It's a lot of vertices here, but you can see that it looks pretty smooth, doesn't it? Pretty smooth, looks very nice here. I'm going to undo that. Simply get rid of that here. And I think this actually is pretty passable for a 3D glass here. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.